Okay. And lastly, if you could just address again the books and supplies line item. I know that was a source of confusion for a lot
Yes.
of people and for me, and um, just the way that is budgeted
It's
and
budget,
the way
yeah.
it's used.
And it's a
Thank you.
common practice, and it's a very typical questions that we hear in many districts. After we close the books, of course, we have what's referred to as carryover, leftover balances in various accounts. So what districts do is they put those carryover funds in the 4,000s in the books and supplies. It's like a holding account that we use until sites and departments can determine what's the best way to allocate their carryover funds. And so then what you see at first interim is that shift. And so that's why you saw a huge decline in the books and supplies. And then you saw the increases in capital outlay and services and other operating costs, because by now schools and departments, they know where they want to spend those funds. So you saw that pretty even shift from those categories.
And should we continue to see that decline?
In the books and supplies?
Yeah.
It depends. As we go throughout the year, if we find that we're not going to need to spend on whatever item we have budgeted there for whatever reason, maybe we're putting it off a year, that's when we start tightening up the budget and we start to see that decrease. But then that decrease is going
Is
to,
over.
correct, it'll
Okay.
be transferred to the next year. So you
Thank you.
may,
And I did ask the question to Ms. Terry Ryland from SCOE about, whether this was a common practice or whether this was just a Sac City unified practice. And she said, no, that's just what school districts do throughout the state. So, thank you.
Board Member